Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to the market analysis video of 20 March 2020. So let's analyze what might happen to Nifty today. As we can see that SGX Nifty is very flat. So and apart from that, global indices today for the first time it is looking mixed, kind of mixed scenario because some of the European markets are up by a significant percent and not not many markets are down. In fact, we can tell that most of the markets are up. As we can see that Dow has mildly closed positive and Nasdaq has also closed significantly positive. So world markets are giving us sideways to bullish bias, no bearish bias from the world markets. Okay, and if we look at the Dow futures, currently it is trading 1% down, which is negative. So if we combine all those three things, we are getting a mixed bias. So that means to say market can be sideways, market can go up, market can come down. All the three scenarios are possible is what the global scenario is telling us. So apart from that, if we look at the option chain is bearish, of course. So So option chain tells us that we are bearish because there is huge call rating at 8,300. There is huge call rating at 8,300, and apart from that, nothing significant as such. And also on the put side, we have significant put rating at 8,200 levels. So market can push down to 8,200 and then bounce back up. So here also we are getting mixed clues, just like the world market. So everything is aligning together. And if we talk about coronavirus, if I will refresh the page, the numbers are still increasing. The number of cases are increasing in an exponential manner, and all of the situation has not gone down yet. Italy, US, Spain, France, all are getting hit very dangerously because of the virus. So all in all, it's sideways to positive and negative. So first time in last 1 week we are getting a neutral bias or a choppy market bias. So what can happen on the charts? Let's analyze on the weekly chart first. So today is the last day of the week and the candle will close, and it is also the opening of a new week. So what can we observe from the chart? So as it was predicted in the previous video, market analysis 18th March video, this support was very clearly seen on the chart, which market reacted yesterday. Market respected the support yesterday and it bounced up around 300 points from there, which is great. And if I go to before I go to the lower time frame, what one needs to observe is that the trend line is going to be broken this week if market closes as such, which will be bearish. That is one thing. And second thing, if we go to the daily chart, we can see that the support has been respected very beautifully. And going to the lower time frame, here it is beautifully seen how the support is being respected, and all the three of our support and resistance lines have been respected. Firstly, there was a gap down, a very expected gap down, because there was significant difference between SGX Nifty and Nifty yesterday in the morning. You can also see the session if you want to verify that. See the 18th March session. I'll link it in the description below. So as soon as there was a gap down, a lot of people started to short all the indices and all the stocks. But we know that there was a support over there, and it was very risky to go long, and it was a trap to go long. And in fact, a lot of people went for a long here, and there was also a very good opportunity to go long here. There was a very good pattern that was formed here. As you can see here, this is one pattern, and if you extend it front, that was one pattern. Although it's not very clearly visible in Nifty, it was very clear in Bank Nifty. The pattern was very clear in Bank Nifty. Here also it's quite clear, in fact. So this could have been a pattern, and this was the area of breakout, and the move was very impulsive from there. So we know that the bias was positive yesterday. We know that the bias was positive, and looking at the price action here, we could have gone for a easy long. And mind you, options shouldn't have been traded yesterday because it was very the premiums were very high because of the high implied volatility. Implied volatility was standing at around 100%, which never happened in past 8 years. In 2008, the implied volatility was 113%, which was the highest of all. So it was almost that area. So talking about today, if we can see, we have touched both of the support resistance levels yesterday, and we have formed a candle that is indecisive. Indecisive means it is unlike the red candles that were forming here. It is unlike the red candles that were forming there. So the candles are undecisive. So what does this tell us? It simply tells us that the downtrend has been stopped, and we can look for a sideways price action unless the low of this candle is broken. Sideways price action means again today it can gap up or gap down depending on how SGX Nifty is. A mild gap down or a mild gap up, and then these supports and resistances will be respected, and the intraday support and resistance will be respected until the higher low of the candle will be broken. So all in all, it's a neutral bias today, and one can look to go short only on the breakout of this trend line on the downside decisively. Oops, sorry. Decisively breakout of this trend line on the downside. But I feel this trend line will be easily broken. Please don't get trapped. Uh, Aggressive traders can short here, but conservative traders can short below 7,900 only. Please, I repeat, conservative traders please short below 7,900 and do not short after the break of the trend. Traders can short with a target of this and the target of 7,900. Have your market bias positive and avoid shorting because Nifty has already come down a lot and it is standing at a support. Shorting can be a trap, so look for longs and book your quick profits. And once the market closes shows us clear signals that it is ready for long, then we can go long. Although the global sentiment is not proper, the virus is still expanding, the markets are looking neutral worldwide. So this is the analysis, and the option chain is also looking neutral. So all in all, we can tell quickly book your shorts and longs, whichever you get opportunity today, is what the analysis tells us. So that's it for the video. Hope you guys liked it. If you liked it, please hit the like button and please subscribe. Thank you so much. Happy trading. Uh, Follow your risk management rules and trade accordingly. And thank you so much. Cheers.